Hey, what's up, guys? We're going to be going over the TM Hi-Capa metal grips, and there's only one, or probably others, some custom ones I'm missing. Didn't really care for it, and that's the Airsoft Surgeon. I believe it was the STI one body aircraft one. I thought it was just a rip-off, and that you could buy a prime that's unique. It just wasn't very cool looking. I think Red Wolf Airsoft still has it or something, maybe. It's pretty old. But let's go over this. Before we go over the metal grips, I'm going to say that they're not for everybody. They're very expensive, and that you guys should come to your own personal opinions. But at the same time, I realize a lot of people are not going to spend their money on these because they're expensive, and you could spend it on smaller items, such as like inner barrel, bucking, stuff that's actually going to help performance. Just my opinion, but like I always said, do your research and don't listen to me. But they're just for looks for me. I've had a skirmish with a plastic grip and drop down, have the at least it can bounce instead of something heavier just going bam. That's it. Let's get started. First up, UAC. I thought I did a video on it. I had a guy comment on my video and ask me some question. I told him to go check, and then I checked my channel. I was like, I don't think I have a video on it, so I apologize for that. I thought I did a video on it. Maybe I uploaded it or I deleted it on accident. But this is UAC. It's about $200. Don't quote me on the end of prices, but I'm just going off what I remember. $200. Excellent finish. I'll try to give you guys the pros and cons of everything. But like I said, if there's more in-depth videos, go check them. You guys know me. I try to just get things out for you guys and help you guys explore more. Excellent finish, great job on the work, and I'll explain when you talk about the others. What else is it? Oh, biggest con, and this is it primarily affects me. I use a lot of Pro-Ins, and this is by far the worst fitment I've had to do for the grips. Besides the OG Prime grips, those were a lot of work, and I think this AK is going to be a lot of work because he's not working again. And I have to minimize that gap. I'm talking about this gap right here. We'll get to it. Does not work. I've already fitted this one to Pro-Ins, but I'll show you how it feels on TM crowns because these are the thickest mags in the market, I think. You see how I have to put pressure? It doesn't fit, and you have to sand it in here. And I have these big fat fingers, and it took me hours upon hours to actually get the Pro-Ins to work. Okay, and that is after hours. The worst thing is I have I don't know what I was thinking agreeing to it, but I have two customers that I purchased UAC grips for. One already finished successfully. The other one I'm not looking forward to. I managed to fit him for the TM Chrome. So what if you use Pro-Ins and you have chromes, fit the UAC for the chrome. The chrome is bigger than the Pro-In, and if I would have done that, I wouldn't be able to use these, but I obviously can't. So I have to fit it more if I want to use TM Chrome. But this gun, whenever I finish it, it's going to be just Pro-Ins. So it does fit on advanced frames. I think honestly, this one is like the best bang for buck. Besides the issue with fitting, but you guys can do that. You just you have to sand it. Front is usually the front and back. They're the biggest culprits. The sides are a culprit a little, but the front and back is where all the fitting has to be done. And just do that, and you got it. Okay. Great, really great for perfectionists. UAC and Prime are going to be the top because the finish all around is really good. Here's the, what's this, Airsoft Masterpiece frame. Fits really good. Okay. So I hope that helps you out. I forgot who you were, but I know you asked if it fit with advanced frames. I've already installed it on 2 advanced frames for 2 customers. So it works really good. You might have to do some, maybe, depending on if their maker is something there. Just fit it and you'll be fine. This one needs the least amount if you don't use Pro-Ins or TM Chrome. Other than that, the Wii, everybody else is fine. Initially, you just gotta shove them there like 50 or 100 times, and it's not that hard. Just put some lube in there and just shove it in there, and okay, that sounds really wrong, but yeah, that's what she said. All right. AKA, oh boy, this guy still needs fitment. I thought I did it, but I didn't, and I believe it's at $235. You can acquire this anywhere. UAC is pretty much, you can buy it anywhere. I believe UAC and AK you can sort of buy it anywhere. Finish is not the best. If you're being a perfectionist, I'm cool with it. The only thing I don't like is I don't like how dull the red is, but that's just me being weird. Comes with the bits. This is the copy of the Prime. So if you know what the Prime is, it's pretty much the same set. You get the mag release, little screws. This came pre-installed though. I have a video on this. I have a video on the Alpha Airsoft. Don't have a video on Prime. This is really old, but I'll talk about it anyways. The coolest thing are the grooves. I would say that's what separates it from these other competitors. I don't think any of them on the market have these finger grooves, and they feel nice in my hand, no doubt. But fitment. I still have to fit this. Doesn't fit either advanced frame or stock, but I believe I said in that video you should be used to having to do work on metal grips, and I stand by that. That's actually pretty true. Almost every metal grip I've had to do some work on, except for this miracle right here. But I actually have to do something I'll show you later. But what else am I missing? Oh, this applies to all three of these Prime. Biggest con for me personally is you can technically, but they just look goofy. The mag wells are smaller. This is based on the real steel. Mag release and the mag well are proprietary, and they just look absolutely ridiculous if you try to put on, and you'll actually see how much bigger the normal mag well is compared to these. So that's something I'm not happy about, but at the same time is, hey, school is different, and if you're gonna buy your first metal grip, it's awesome. For me, I'm already complaining because the only one I have that's different is this. But now I have, you see what I'm saying? I have three of the same mag releases and 3 of the same mag welds basically, but the only thing that separates is this one, and it's got the infinity. Okay, so 235, not a drop in. Needs some fitment with the mags, but nothing serious. You can see it's oh no, that one doesn't sit all the way. Here's another thing, and it's gonna apply to the prime ones. The mag plates, depending on what kind of mag you have, it's gonna hit the mag well. Now you see how this doesn't fully sit. Check what happens when I switch to, this is AK, but it's a flat type. See how it's separated from here? It's not hitting it. I get a positive lock. Okay, so you're gonna have to look out for that too. So when you're looking into buying a what do you call it, a metal grip or a mag well, always don't forget, what type of base plate do you have. There's so many different base plates out there. There's probably at least 50 different styles. So that's one thing you need to check. Alright, who do we have next? This guy, have a video on him too, so be sure to check if you want more. Not all over the place, because I'm trying my best to do this video, but I think I'm all over the place, so I apologize for that. But I have a video on, this is Alpha Airsoft. I believe you can only buy it out at Alpha Airsoft. This is, I believe they call it R7, and it's at $265. I think it's $265. If someone knows the correct price, go ahead and just put in the comments, or what I'll do is actually I'll just link to where you guys can buy these from my favorite websites. Drop in, really great. It feels great. It feels really good. It is a little smaller than the AK. I have bigger hands, so I'm not gonna lie. I like the feel of the AK a little bit better because it's just a bigger grip for my hand. So if you have a smaller hand, medium size, maybe this will feel really good, but this still feels good. This grip is different. This is what separates it from everybody else. This grip tape is, it feels really good. I don't know how it will do with sweat, because I feel like it won't. I feel like you might slip, but no comment on that, because I haven't really, I need to test this guy out, actually. Okay, same deal. It's a clone of the Prime, so you're getting the mag well, mag release, the screws. What I didn't like, well, I'm okay with it, but I didn't like, this one came with damage on it already. And for perfectionists, it has the same finish problem as AKA. It's like whoever did the work for both of them did the same stuff, and they just altered them a little bit. But if you look carefully here, the lines are not straight; they're a little crooked. There's some scratches on it where the anodizing doesn't cover up, and that's why I applaud UAC, because there's zero of that. And I've probably worked on 5 or 6 UAC grips, and they're like pristine, beautiful finish all around. No, I haven't seen any errors on their cuts or anything. But here they look a little. If you're being perfectionist, they look a little. Is it blurry still? There we go. If you're being perfectionist, it looks a little janky. You can see these like marks on here. You see all that stuff. Okay, so that's what a con would be for. This guy. Other than that, it works great with all the mags, no problem. It's the same as the Prime, so you're not really, nothing new. Well, besides the grip tape and the colors. Props to them on the colors. Really like it, and that is a drop in. And that was a really, this is, if you are new to metal grips and you sort of want a grip that's going to work with everything, I would have to say it's either, yeah, money isn't, okay, if money's not an issue, it's either Prime or AM. UAC I can't really put in there, because if you're new and you don't know how to fit or anything, if you have Team Chromax or Pro Ends, you're gonna have trouble. Okay, now the old guy. This is probably this is the oldest metal grip I have, but hands down, super expensive. I've seen them as low as $288 on eHub Asia, all the way up to $350. I believe somewhere in the 380s, 400. They can get expensive, but after owning all of the metal grips besides the Airsoft Surgeon one, you really gain appreciation for Prime. They've been around for a long time, guys. If you know them, they produce high-end, high quality, and they some stuff I'm not happy with. The quality control's gone down, but it's absolutely nice. The finish is amazing. The CNC work is amazing. This one's damaged. I mean, I've had it for a long time, so don't expect that. But it's nice and smooth here. I would say this is the king of the metal grips. That's just my opinion on terms of like finish, fitment. This guy was a pain in the ass to fit, but I have this is the newest generation. This was acquired like last month from eHobby Asia. Same beautiful finish. It was like almost a drop-in. Some things were a little stiff. I had to put a couple mags in. The mag release was a little stiff, but excellent. It's just really nice. They did a great job on the new generation in terms of fitment. They're easier to fit now. These guys were a pain in the butt, but you get what you pay for. I hope that helps everyone. Like I said, metal grips are not for everybody. They're so expensive, and I'm going to be honest. I would recommend you guys spend your money on all the internals you can get before you even think about metal grips. This is like the icing on a cake when you're just trying to pimp it out. And the joke is, you can pimp out plastic grips. You can stipple them, put grip tape. I mean, this is like $30, and then you look at this, and this is quadruple the price. So it's going to be personal choice, but nonetheless, I wanted to do this video just to help people out that are curious about metal grips. I think they're awesome. I love them, but at the same time, skirmishing wise, what the hell? I would be, I abuse my guns, but I would be sad to drop this. I really would. Like some videos, I'll tell you I abuse the guns, but I've dropped this guy a couple of times. And actually, you can see right here, and it's just, you know, instead of a plastic dropping is metal and it's not gonna, once you dent it, that's it. What else is there? I think I've answered anything. The only advice I think I said was watch out for base plates. That's number one thing. If you're new and you don't want to do any work to the pistol, I would have to say Alpha Airsoft and the new primes. Pretty much anywhere you'll see is going to be new, unless you find some super secret store that's hidden away in Hong Kong or Japan that has like an ancient one. You're going to find new primes, so don't even worry about that. The new prime, Alpha Airsoft, this is the R7, win hands down for least amount of work, big time. All right, and this guy wins for best budget. It's only $200. And this, you know, the cool thing about this guy, I think he's the only one that looks great without a mag wall. You can put a mag wall and it'll look cool. Oh, I'm sorry, that's another pro. This guy can actually use mag wells and normal magazine releases while the other three cannot. They're proprietary prime style. This guy you can actually get away, so if you're actually looking to have a custom mag wall and custom mag release, this guy's your choice, but be prepared to do fitment for, if you're going to do fitment, do it for the Chrome TM Chrome mag, and you will be happy. You'll be able to use any mag on the market, no problem. I believe I've covered everything. I hope this helped everyone. I'm sorry I was all over the place and I said like 100 times. I'm trying to think really hard if there's anything I missed. $200, 235, 260, and I forget what I paid for this, but I think this one was like $330 or something, and then you have to pay the $15 or $20 shipping. So it's expensive, very, very expensive. As I said in the beginning, spend your money on the internals first. These grips will not make your gun shoot faster, better, or anything. I purely think it's aesthetics. The only thing I could say a person would say is maybe balancing, counterbalancing, that kind of thing. But other than that, plastic grips, cheap, man. You can put a lot of money in internals if you were not to buy these. I'll see you guys around. Take it easy.